Welcome back to the channel, and in this morning's Celtic FC news, the big man that is Chris Sutton hits back at Kenny Miller, the madman that's Kenny Miller. But it's okay, I spoke to Chris and we found what Kenny Miller was talking about. We've found what he was talking about when it comes to toe-to-toe, so make sure you stick around for that. Fabrizio Romano has said that Ange Postecoglou still remains on the shortlist for the Tottenham job. We're going to look at Celtic transfers and positions, and we can all talk about it all we want because Ange Postecoglou has said that nothing's happening just yet, but we will speak about certain positions and what we think may happen over the summer, and the fact that Ange Postecoglou will still be here. I don't think he has been discussed as an alternative to Slot, but I don't think he's going to slot in anywhere apart from Celtic next season. That was a bad one. Anyway, before we go into the Chris Sutton story and the Fabrizio Romano story about the fact that Postecoglou is still in the running for the job, he can be in the running all he wants, it's not going to happen. Anyway, let's look at a 25-year-old American that is 6'4", big striker. He's scored 13 goals this season. It has been said that Celtic could be in the running to try and sign this guy, but we'll leave that just for now. Let's talking about Celtic transfers. Joe Hart's 37-year-old, and Celtic really need to be looking for a long-term successor, and that's probably going to happen earlier than what we think. Scott Bain, obviously, he's had his contract extended. It's been suggested for another 3 years. Whereas Ben Siegrist, the fact that he's not getting near the squads at all, and then when you look at anyone else that we've got is the young 20-year-old, which is young Toby. I don't think he'll get anywhere near the squad as yet, and especially next season. So will Celtic go out and get a goalkeeper? And other positions that we're looking at, if you look at the defence, Carter Vickers has been out. What can we say about the defence? Kobayashi came in and it was obvious that he's not ready for first team action at the level that we need and require at Celtic. He's not an alternative for Carter Vickers, and he won't be next season, that's for sure. Stephen Welsh, what's happened to Stephen Welsh? He seems that far out the picture. Is he going to move this summer? He was denied a move last summer. Celtic said that they needed him. He was denied a loan move anyway. Alistair Johnson, he is injured. I think Alistair Johnson will be interesting to see how he fares in the Champions League. I think he'll love playing in the Champions League next year. I think that will take him just to that next level. The midfield, when you look at the midfield, we've obviously got Hatate and O'Reilly in there, but I think O'Reilly might be the one that might move this summer. I don't think Rio Hatate is far too important to Celtic. I think if a bid was to come in for O'Reilly, there was talk about Manchester United coming in for them, but that seems to have cooled off a bit, along with O'Reilly's play this second half of the season. Turnbull, I think Turnbull will be there next season purely for the fact that we need the homegrown players numbers up. Aaron Moy, he's advancing in years, so long term we do really need players in that midfield. Ben Summers moving forward, he's been fantastic getting in and around the first team squad. He really needs to start, I think, next season. Once he's in that, I think he should start getting games. If not starting, he will be brought on a lot more. Postecoglou is obviously trying to just make sure that he gets them into the first team, and it's a great way of getting young players in. You get them in the first team training, you get them on the bench, you start bringing them on slowly. Bringing them on far too fast, you can see what it did to Mikey Johnson's career. You know, in attack, what can you say about O? Is O the man to take over for Kyogo Furuhashi? A lot of people are saying not. He is a big guy, but the fact that Celtic have been linked with this American who is 6'4", we really do need somebody with a good bit of height. That, I mean, even thinking about playing two up front, I mean, I know it's not Ange's style, but if you got a big man playing up front, a big target man, Chris Sutton was the big target man and Henrik Larsson was the wee guy. You know, it works. We have seen it work at Celtic before, so who said it can't work again? But it all depends. So, with the fact that we're going into the final, that's most important game, Chris Sutton, let's get back to it. Chris, he says that going toe-to-toe, and this is what Kenny Miller was on about, they drew a league game that really mattered at home, they lost the League Cup final, they lost the semi-cup final, they lost a league game that really mattered, and then Rangers went on to win a meaningless dead rubber. And here is Kenny Miller's toe-to-toe. Hope that didn't freak you out too much. And on that note, that's enough for this video. That is Kenny Miller's feet, Sevconian's feet. And on that note, have a great day, Celtic fans all around the world.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to